Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning everyone. We are group 15. My name is Puri Alvega.
I'm Muhammad Al-Fidra.
And I'm Lovin Sigura Kaligis.
My name is Adia Citra.
My name is Zara Vanessa.
My name is Dimas Ardani.
And my name is Mazaluna Jessica Amelia. Today we would like to present our presentation, Analysis of Translation Technique in Travel section of Life Magazine Colors. Slide 1, Introduction. English is a global language widely used to share information around the world. Most information, including tourism-related content, is written in English. However, not all people understand English as their first language. Therefore, translation plays an important role in transferring information into other languages. Slide 2. Importance of translation. Translation helps readers understand information written in a foreign language. It enables people from different linguistic and cultural backgrounds to access the same information. In this way, translation promotes equality in sharing knowledge and information globally.
Okay, in the next slide is the problem in translation. However, translating a text is not always easy. Translators often face difficulties such as lexical, grammatical problem, and contextual and cultural problem. These challenges must be overcome in order to produce accurate translation. And in slide 4 is translation technique and research focus. To deal with this translation problem, translators apply various translation techniques. By Molina and Albir proposed translation technique as a framework for analyzing translation. Therefore, this study focused on the translation technique used in the travel section of Colors, a bilingual flight magazine published by Garuda Indonesia. And this is 18 translation technique by Molina and Albir. The first is adaptation, second simplification, borrowing, calculus, compensation, description, discursive creation, establishing equivalent, generalization, linguistic amplification, linguistic comprehension, literal translation, modulation, particularization, reduction, substitution, and transposition, and last is variation.
Okay, there are three slides that I will explain. First of all is research instrument. For the research instrument, the data used this study come from all bilingual messages in the travel section of Colors in Flight magazine. The magazine analyzed is the February 2020 edition published by Garuda Indonesia Airlines. These bilingual messages are used as the researcher's instrument because the contain both the resource text and the target text, which allow the researcher to examine how translation techniques are applied. To keep the analysis organized, the data are arranged in a table that includes the source text, the target text, the page number, and the translation technique identified in each example. Okay. Next is role of researchers. In the study, the researchers has several roles. First, as an observer, the researcher reads the magazine carefully in order to understand the content and the context of the text. Second, as a data collector, the researcher selects and collects all bilingual paragraphs from the travel section. And the third, the researcher acts as a data analyzer by identifying and classifying the translation techniques used in its bilingual text based on Molina and Albir's theory. Lastly, the researcher functions as a data reporter which means the researcher presents the defining and explain the techniques found in data descriptively. And the last slide is research procedure. The research procedure is conducted through the several steps. First, the researcher read Colors magazine intensively to gain a clear understanding of the travel articles. And second, the researcher identifies the translation techniques by comparing the source language text and the target language text. Third, the data are classified according to Molina and Albert's translation technique framework. After that, the data are organized systematically to ensure the analysis is clear and structured.
Next, finding and discussion. The study found 13 translation techniques. There are literal translation, borrowing, compensation, establish of equivalent, reduction, linguistic amplification, generalization, particularization, adaptation, discursive creation, linguistic compression, scope, modulation, and amplification. First one is literal translation. Translation the word for word from the source language to the target language, and the meaning is transferred directly with minimal change and suitable when sentence structures are similar. For example, from source language to point, the houses serve green tea, and then the target language is dua kedai teh kuno di sini menyediakan teh hijau. Next, borrowing. Borrowing is a translation technique that takes word directly from another language. It can be pure borrowing and naturalized borrowing. Pure borrowing words are taken from without any change and commonly used for cultural terms or proper names. And then naturalized borrowing. Foreign words are adjusted to the spelling or pronunciation of the target language. And common equivalent words. For example, unique, it becomes unique. Next, compensation. The meaning or expressive effect is transferred to another part of the sentence, used when it cannot be translated in the same time or in the same position. For example, Indonesian archipelago, it means Nusantara. And then established equivalent. Established equivalent is uses a commonly accepted and dictionary approved equivalent, and it is frequently used expressions in the target language. For example, memory lane, it becomes lorong kenangan.
Okay, next is retention. Is removing less important details while keeping the main message. For example, is department stores and underground shopping malls. Is translated into target language is labirin, jalur kereta api, dan kereta bawah tanah. In reduction, some information in the search text is removed. For example, the explanation about shopping malls is omitted, but the main idea about the complex station is still kept. Next is linguistic amplification. Is add word in the target text to make the meaning clear. For example, is for all he had seen and experienced, translate into semua yang dia lihat dan rasakan di sini. Here, the translation add the word di sini in the target text to make the meaning clear for Indonesian readers. And generalization is changing a specific expression into a more general terms. For example, in here is hadal of lens, translated into lorong-lorong. The present hadal of lens is translated into lorong-lorong because it sounds more natural and general in Indonesia. Next is particularization, is replacing a general word with more specific terms. For example, a small boat translated into sampan. Instead of translation a small boat as perahu kecil, the translation use sampan, which is more specific in Indonesian. And adaptation is adjusting cultural elements to suit the target culture. For example, in here is salmon crested cockatoo, translate into Kakatua Maluku. The translation added cultural terms by using local names, such as translation salmon crested cockatoo into Kakatua Maluku.
Okay. Let's do the discursive creation. Producing temporary and creative equivalence that differs from the literal meaning of the source text. Example like source language, the captivating ocean view at the beautiful inlet of Ambon Bay, and then target language, pemandangan lautan di Teluk Ambon yang meliur aduhai. Okay. And linguistic compression, a technique that reduces linguistic elements in the target text without losing the core meaning. Example in the short language, I love how close the people here are to their music. In the target language, saya begitu menyukai kedekatan orang-orang Ambon dengan musik. Okay. Let's go to the QQ. And the QQ is a literal translation technique that transfer the structure of the source language into the target language. Example in the short language, city market, and the target language is pasar kota. Yeah. And let's go to the modulation. Modulation is changing the perspective or focus of a sentence while maintaining the same meaning. Example like in the short language, passengers are squeezed into trains by guards. In the target language, para penjaga stasiun mengasak penumpang ke dalam kereta. Yeah. And then amplification. Amplification is a technique where additional information is added to clarify meaning for the target readers. Example in the short language like herbs and spice such as andaliman and torchginger. And then in the target language, asam, andaliman, kunyit, bawang, cabai, dan bawang batang. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, for the conclusion, the study analyzes the translation techniques used in the travel section of College Bilingual magazine published by Garuda Indonesia. The data used in these researchers come from 71 paragraphs taken from 5 travel articles. From the analysis, the researchers found that there are 14 different translation techniques used by the translator. In total, there are 662 data of translation techniques identified in the magazine. This shows that the translator used various techniques, not only one, to translate the tourism text. The translation techniques found include literal translation, borrowing, compensation, reduction, adaptation, and several other techniques. These techniques are applied to make sure the meaning from the source's language is delivered clearly in the target language. Because the text is related to tourism, the translation needs to be easy read, informative, and understandable for readers. Overall, the study concludes that the use of different translation techniques help the translator transfer tourism information accurately without losing the